Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, it's Saturday morning, and ain't God good, and won't he do it? Oh, yes, he will, oh, yes, he will. I know my children probably said, Mr. Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft. You say the same thing every Saturday morning. I'm going to say Enoch, Ewok, Enoch. That means y'all sure know what to say. Look, it's Saturday morning, right? Saturday morning for the children, right? My nephew asked me the other day, he said, Uncle Andrew, Uncle Andrew, Uncle Andrew. So what's going on, nephew? Uncle Andrew, do clothes make a man? I said, well, nephew, it really depends, nephew. But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all those beautiful apps. Look for the animated black man with a white beard, smiling and profiling, and finally realize, y'all trying to size me up. Yeah. Today I got my wife on the show this morning. Phyllis. Good morning, Phyllis.
Good morning.
How you feeling?
I feel fine.
Are you ready to be seen?
Nope.
Okay. Hey, Phyllis, I got a question for you before I give my answer. Do clothes make a man or a woman?
No.
Why would you say that?
Well, I can recall about 10 years ago, I used to have to travel for my job. And I would be the only female amongst these men. So my direct report, he had to go by a store that wasn't here, but that was up in Iowa. So he would get these shirts that would cost almost $100. And I looked, I said, those are the shirts you wear every day. He said, yeah, I love these shirts. I'm like, but they didn't look like they were worth $100. To me, how he wore the shirts, I might say it probably been $30 or $40. It didn't look like it was $100. That's why I beg the difference. I think it's the person that makes the clothes. So if you have a swag about you, you can pull off anything versus being name brand or expensive.
I was saying, Phyllis.
But he had expensive clothes and it looked like they was not expensive based on how he wore them.
Yeah. So. And I believe that myself too. I think we get so caught in the name brand, first looking at what fits your body. And I would tell my nephew, no, clothes don't make the man or woman. The man or woman make the clothes, like you just said. It's time for a commercial. Something wrong with your tax, and who you gonna call?
Price Taxes.
Hey, Price Taxes, 415 East Chevy Drive, Memphis, Tennessee. The numbers are 901-828-5422 or 901-435-6575 or 901-604-9227. If you want your taxes done right, don't think twice. Call who, Philly?
Price Taxes.
Hey, look, I remember back in the day, right, humble beginnings and everything. And if you got, like you say, you got that swag, something about you, it's all about you. The clothes, you can have on, like you said, an expensive pair of clothing, and look like they cost about $5. You have on $5 of clothes, and look like they cost worth a lot because how you carry that material, That's why.
It's not only that. I used to work with a lady, shop nowhere but at Goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
And everything she got, don't get me wrong, it was name brand. But she was willing to go to Goodwill and dig through that stuff and pay little or nothing for it.
But why are we stuck on labels so much, Phil?
I think that's, I don't know. Because I wasn't raised like that. I was raised on, as long as it's good quality, that's what counts.
But we wasn't raised like that. As long as it's good quality, that would count, right? But why is it so important for people to have that brand on them?
Well, first of all, I think it's a young person mindset. It's a process. You have to grow beyond that. Second of all, sometimes you can tell when people are not used to nothing. Okay. They always want something name brand to say that they have name brand. And third of all, people try to keep up with the Joneses. Just because you have it, I think I should have it. It don't work like that because how you got it, I might not sacrifice or willing to sacrifice in order to get it.
So what would you tell the children?
hard work pays off.
Would you tell them not to buy anything name brand, or
I wouldn't say not to buy anything.
or just buy what you like?
Buy what you like, but have a plan. If it's something that you like, kind of watch it to see if it goes on sale. It ain't all about first come, first serve, but in some instances, you have to get what you get. Depends on the size you are. Because I do know a lot of times when things go on sale, it's usually a lot of the smaller size. So if it's something that you want and it's worth the investment, I tell anybody, if it's something you want and it's worth the investment and you can make a turnaround on it, there's nothing wrong with that. Such as purses, a lot of times you can resell those. Just different things.
You know, fellas, I remember, I don't know if you told me this about, I think it was Payless Shoe Store. And this person had money, you know, could buy the name brand shoes, all expensive shoes, but they said the expensive shoes hurt their feet, but Payless shoes made their feet feel like they were walking on air. So I think to me, I think it's really it's a mindset thing. We get so caught in what society thinks is what we should wear and all those things. I'm like you. If it looks good on me, that's all that matters. I make the clothes.
Yeah, know your body.
Know your body. So give the kids something to carry the rest of the week, Phil.
Know who you are. And learn to know that life is a process. You may not be where you want to be, but if it's somewhere that you want to get to, it requires hard work. And it pays off in the end.
You know, I like that. Know where you want to be. And what else? Oh, my bad.
You talking to forgetful people.
Hey, shoot. What's my first name? I never thought with an L or something done. But no, but kids, like Phyllis said though, just know who you are and be who you are. Be who you are. And there you are doing amazing things. Don't get caught in name brand. Name brands will bring you all the way down. You make the difference. You know what I'm saying? Just like Jesus Christ, when he walked through, something about that person, I don't know what it is, but something about that person is special. And then when they see you, they're going to say the same exact thing. Something about that person is special. I don't know what it is. That's it?
That's it.
Well, like I said, she don't want to be seen at the time, so maybe one day we'll get her out of her comfort zone and she'll be seen as well as heard. So with that being said, this is Lee Craft. This is my podcast, What If. If you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you got to have real people. If you want to have a real conversation, have a blessed day. And please find time and make time to tell God thank you.